Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the South, more specifically the oldest city in the United States of America, St. Augustine, Florida. And more specifically than that, we are in front of the old St. Augustine Jail. This was founded 1891, and you see it's very interesting. It does not look like a big imposing jail. It was actually, when they built it, the locals did not want an ugly jail in their town, so they made a nice, beautiful jail that blended in with the other architecture, with the other population. Also, it is almost like a shade of pink. Sometimes it's known as the only pink jail in America. But anyway, we're going to take a tour through the jail. They have guided tours where inmates give you tours through said jail. So please follow me.
Your hat there, sir.
You can see some of these prisoners gardening out in front of the jail. You can see some wanted signs here. It looks like these are some of the employees of the jail. Oh, wanted. Babalu. It says that he is dangerous and unpredictable, which definitely looks dangerous and unpredictable since he is chained to an alligator. You can even play a little bit of old jail cornhole. Nice. Swish. All right, in line for the jail tour here.
He is 6'6". This is a life-size statue of this man. All of this is him. 6'6", 350 pounds. Ma'am, don't let that round belly fool you. He's one of the most feared and respectable lawmen out there, from the Keys all the way to the Carolinas. We can actually include Alabama. He is on a quiet side. This man doesn't talk that much, but you know, with that side and this and always looking like he looks right now at us, I hate you. Yeah, that look. Just walk away from him. Beautiful lace curtains. And it's not for us.
For a couple hours.
Our Attitude Adjustment Center. We have the studs on the side. If that doesn't work, our amazing bird cage. Come in here, ma'am.
Good luck.
Sir, don't be mean. Ma'am, we're gonna lock you here for 72 hours. If you go crazy in the kitchen, if you burn the food, if you messed up and Terry's coffee, oh my goodness, in here, you too. If you guys don't tip your hat in front of ladies, if you talk back to the deputies or the sheriff, in here. Sir, not here, no, no, no. They're gonna put a rope on that hook. That rope, ma'am, is gonna go up that branch. You're gonna swing like a bird in a bird cage. She's gonna be a jailbird. No water, no food for 72 hours. And when nature calls, yeah, you have to go back there. So people from town, they're gonna come over and they're gonna throw rotten tomatoes at you, or rotten vegetables. It was part of the big humiliation status right in there. Can you imagine the mosquitoes, the rain, the sun? It was not very good. Yeah. Well, this one was built like 10 months ago, 9 months ago, 10 months ago. Wow, it feels like yesterday. By Charlie. Remember, he just went a little bit crazy, but he was not exactly a bad guy. He was fainting, crying, screaming, and that he thought, like, if I do all this screaming and kicking, maybe they don't hang me. It didn't work out that well. Jerry Perry, he went back there. He brought a board like this. Guys, Sheriff, he tied up Charles to the board. Now Charlie was fainting, screaming, and kicking, but he was standing up there, straight like a candle. They put Charlie, the noose around his neck. They opened the trap door, and down came Charlie, hanging in here. Guys, because of the weight of Charlie plus the board, the rope broke. That man bounced on the floor. And then he did one of those slip and slide. He ended up right here where you guys are in the middle of the crowd. People were screaming. Deputies, of course, they ran away like, whoa, he's out. Here, please. Isn't that beautiful? Look how airy it is.
Oh, it's so nice.
You see, I didn't kill my husband. I misplaced him. I don't remember where I left my husband. So yes, I'm in here. They're never gonna hang me. They're never gonna find me. When that bucket gets full, look at this. Toss it out the window. There you go. First put your hand out. Make sure the wind is blowing like that way. And then you toss it out. Anyway, we're just gonna be here 8 to 10 hours. The rest of the time we're gonna be cooking and cleaning. But let me, look over here, come over here. Okay. You have option A or you have option B. Look at this. If you want the dark one, you have less bugs. And it's less cold. But yeah, when the bucket gets full, when the bucket gets full, you need to talk to the girls next door so they can transfer the content from their bucket into their bucket. Okay, you need to get organized with that. You have to be nice with them. If they don't, you just toss it. Woo! You just make it rain. Whoa! We have 72 beds in here, but we don't have 72 people. We have around 130 men in here. So the same way you guys share the beds, you guys gonna share the water. All of you guys gonna bathe in the same bathtub, in the same water, once a month. The prisoner's gonna be put in this cell for the whole length of the sentence. The sentence in this jail is 3 to 5 years, but life expectancy is 1 to 2. Most people will be expired before it's time for them to get out. Otherwise, we will call the doctor for the paperwork. Sir, is he okay?
I don't know, he's looking kind of rough.
Okay, maybe we need to call the doctor. Maybe he already expired. Look how wonderful the view is from here, guys. Look how wonderful the view is. Look at that, look at that.
You can see the
Isn't that cute?
see the gallows
You
from
can see the
here.
gallows from your own room. This right here is called death row. Those names were made by prisoners. They took the time to scratch their names on the day of their execution on the wall.
Oh, these are made by real prisoners. Wrote their date of execution on the wall. There's the poop bucket.
Chuckles! This is for you guys. You guys gonna work on the chain gang. And yes, one side for you, and then we run the chain to the middle, and that's how they form the chain gang. Not this, just this. You also need to wear this right here. Ball and chain. This is for your other leg. Guys, look how tiny this thing is. For the man with very skinny chicken legs, there's no problem. That's gonna fit perfectly. For the man with a little bit of fatty on their legs, there's no problem either, because we offer a weight loss program that is to die for. The execution of Sim Jackson, holding the flower right in the middle. You cannot miss the guy. Well, this man, he killed his wife. He strangled her to death, and then he got off her head. The picture is not because of him. It's because these two men right here. These two people, they're important people. They are brain doctors from New York. They want to run an experiment. They want to know after somebody is hanging in there for how long their brain will keep processing information. 1906. We're not advanced in technology yet. They figured out this. After the person is hanging, if they can answer questions, that means that there's some activity up there. They gave me instructions. If you can understand something when you're hanging in there, please wiggle your fingers. St. Jackson was able to answer questions for 11 minutes after being hanged. The kitchen. Remember, we never had indoor plumbing and we never had electricity. We don't have a fridge. We never had a sink and the faucet. No. It's not like we need it, please. 1891, this is the original stove from the jail. First thing that we have to do in the morning, ma'am, make it work. Chop wood and make this beauty work. Lunch, a beautiful serving of beans. And dinner, more beans. When they go to the chain gang, They bring food sometimes home. Look what we got today.
Next process.
I saw you. Don't jump. Possum. Can you cook possum? Ginger guy, break the neck, bring it home, we will cook it. It's not like we're gonna eat a slice of possum. No, this is the amount of possum we're gonna eat. Remember, sharing is caring. 100 and something people in here.
You do know about Spanish moss, right?
Yeah. Well, if you guys are a businessman and you guys are politicians, they're gonna invite you over. And for sure, they're not gonna show you the gallows and the kitchen openings. They're not gonna show you that way. They're gonna invite you and they're gonna come over here. A lot of air, you know, it's bright. The Bible and the family. We are in St. John's County, San Augustine. We're a very small town, but we are very religious. These guns were taken for prisoners, or we can all, you know, he displays them very proudly. Water fountain, and yes sir, that right there, the first fingerprint kit in the state of Florida. The third one in the nation. Guys, this jail was built in 1891 by this company, the Poly Jail Construction Company out of St. Louis, Missouri. These people, they are pioneers. They are the best of the best building jails. These floors are 4 feet deep and the walls are 2 feet wide. They're made of reinforced concrete. Nobody will ever escape from here. This place was so well made that they took it as a prototype for what later on will be Alcatraz. Alcatraz, same layout, same system to open and close the doors. 1953, they dragged the last man out of that door without glass on the windows. 1953, no glass on the windows. Still using the bucket and still bathing once a month in the big bathtub.
This version of Sheriff Joe Perry here, it used to be animatronic. He would give you a spiel, but looks like he's not currently in operation. Okay, so into the main jail area. You can see prisoners crammed within these cells. Go inside this cell and you can just see there's just barely enough room to walk in between these bunks. So once you're in here, 4 people crammed in here, pretty much all they can do is lay down. Got a peek at that guy up there through the bars. See some prisoners up there. Check out this wild-eyed individual up there. He's dangling a mouse out of his cell. These are guns used in crimes. So just think, when you look at these, how many people have been shot by these guns? Some restraining devices. Some of these look rather unpleasant. There is actually a lot of guns used in crimes. Wonder how many of these are actually murder weapons. Look how tiny this gun is. You think you wouldn't be able to hurt someone that bad with a gun that little. I really like this one here, the like that big barrel that it has on it. Almost looks cartoony. Confiscated from prisoners. These are some weapons that were used by prisoners. You can see they take these ropes and turn them into like hitting objects where they can smack someone really hard. There's a big old freaking hook. Brass knuckles there. Yeah, all sorts of horrible things used to maim and injure other inmates, including just straight up meat cleavers. And some wonderful ice picks right there that'll take someone's eye out. Guns, 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 guns. Guns, 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 guns. Guns, 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 guns. As a souvenir for the old jail, you can get these convict head coconuts. I wonder how many of these are murderers. I appreciate you guys joining me on our tour through the St. Augustine Jail. A very theatric presentation that really adds to the ambiance of the jail. Notice traveling the country, a lot of these jail tours really emphasize how horrible jail was. I'm sure jail is still horrible, but used to be much worse. If you'd like to see other places I've been, please check the interactive map in the description. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider buying a t-shirt. Consider donating to Patreon. A $3 or more donation will get you a postcard once a month. I now have smashed pennies in my Etsy shop. All that information is in the description. Until next time, this one's in the bag.